Danny Glover. Retarded. That's the word a school counselor used. Not behind his back, to his mother's face. Every letter on every page fought him. Nobody called it dyslexia yet. They just called him broken. 40 years later, that broken kid stared down Mel Gibson in one of the biggest action franchises Hollywood ever built. This is Danny Glover. Born in 1946 to two postal workers who lived and breathed civil rights, Glover grew up in a house that ran on dignity. But dignity didn't fix what was happening on the page in front of him. He had dyslexia. Decades before the word meant anything to a classroom, before there was a test, before there was a name for what he was fighting. The letters jumbled, reversed, refused to stay put. He wouldn't understand what dyslexia even was until he was a grown man. Meaning every failing grade, every silent shame, every slow whispered behind his back happened to a kid with no idea what was actually wrong with him. The classroom never gave Danny Glover an answer. The stage did. He was swept into the black arts movement at San Francisco State, stepping into plays, stepping into purpose, and into a 5-month student strike, the longest in US history, that forced the university to create one of the first Black Studies departments in the country. Acting handed him something reading never could, a way to speak the world without needing the words to sit still first. The break didn't come fast. It came in 1979, a small role in Escape from Alcatraz. Then it didn't stop. Places in the Heart, Witness, The Color Purple. 3 Best Picture nominees back to back to back. Then 1987, Roger Murtaugh. The steady hand next to Mel Gibson's chaos in Lethal Weapon, watched by millions who had no idea they were looking at a boy once written off as unteachable. A counselor put a label on Danny Glover before he'd even had the chance to prove it wrong. He spent the rest of his life doing exactly that. The label a system gives a child is never the one they're forced to wear forever. If this story hit you, hit subscribe. Because behind every famous face, there's a story worth telling.